Hello, I'm Amy Blalock. Welcome to City Hall this week. Durham City Code regulating the discharge and possession of dangerous weapons has been updated. The changes had to be made because some of the previous regulations conflicted with state law, making them unenforceable. At the same time, some authority to regulate firearms and other dangerous weapons within the city was not being recognized.
Well, the city needed to make changes to our current code of ordinances to come in compliance with recent changes to North Carolina state law regarding possession of firearms.
Under state law, a municipality can regulate the possession of dangerous weapons, such as knives, slingshots, and metallic knuckles, on city property. But the regulation of firearms is done by the state, except where designated that it can be governed by a municipality. One of the primary changes to the city code focused on weapons and city property.
Well, the biggest change was the changes to our prohibition against concealed weapons in parks. Again, we weren't able to generally say you can't have a concealed weapon in a park. We had to specify athletic fields, athletic facilities, playgrounds, and swimming pools. That's what the statutes allow us to do. So we really needed to take the time to actually specify which of those four parcels of property in our city parks you would be prohibited from carrying a concealed weapon.
Another change involved the possession of weapons on a public mass transportation vehicle.
And the display of a weapon, you're not allowed to do at all. But because of the changes to the concealed weapons permitting laws, we can't say that you can't carry a concealed weapon pursuant to a properly issued permit to you. So you do have the ability to carry a concealed weapon on a bus, provided you have one of the state permits. We're not allowed to prohibit that.
The changes to the city code go into effect immediately. The city administration now has guidelines in place to serve as a blueprint for the development of next year's budget. The City Council adopted the guidelines during its April 15th meeting. Because the city's revenue is only projected to grow slightly next year, increases in spending must continue to be limited. Through the guidelines, the City Council is directing the city manager to develop a budget that limits increases to what is needed to accommodate population growth and cost factors. It also clearly identifies funding requirements driven by state and federal mandates and major city initiatives that support Durham's strategic plan. Some of the highlights of the guidelines include funding of the Downtown Business Improvement District will be continued at a tax rate of 7 cents per $100 assessed value on properties within the district. Funding of the Dedicated Housing Fund as a special revenue fund at 1 cent per assessed property value. Proposed water and sewer rate increases will not exceed an average of 2.5%. Proposed stormwater rate increases will not exceed 8.5% in order to meet monitoring, maintenance, and watershed requirements. And street paving and maintenance services will be funded up to $1 million. A public hearing on the proposed budget will be held on June 3rd. The city and its partners are continuing their work in support of regional water supply planning. That planning includes the establishment of a western water intake on the Jordan Reservoir on behalf of members of the Jordan Lake Partnership. The partnership has approved a $120,000 annual contract with Fountain Works LLC to facilitate planning efforts regarding Jordan Lake as a regional water supply. The contract is a 2-year agreement. As part of the Southside revitalization effort, the city is doing its part to help redevelop the Wooded School. The school is the most visible landmark within the Southside Project area and is considered to be a historic treasure for that neighborhood. The county is repurposing the building so that it will provide both affordable senior housing and a pre-kindergarten facility. To help with that effort, the city will provide $500,000 in construction and permanent financing at an interest rate not exceeding 2%. According to the current schedule, the building is expected to open sometime in 2015. Durham youth interested in taking a more active role in their community now have the opportunity to do so. Find out how when City Hall This Week continues.
We can all be energy savers. It's easy. Turn off lights. Use energy-saving light bulbs. And turn off electronics and appliances when not in use. Learn what you can do today. at energy.gov/kids.
Welcome back. Durham will soon be helping Orange County take out its trash, or more specifically, to dispose of its unwanted waste. The city will transport and dispose of Orange County's solid waste at a rate of $42.50 per ton. Durham's transfer station is capable of disposing of 1,100 tons of solid waste per day. It currently only disposes approximately 500 tons per day. Orange County is expected to add another 200 tons to that daily number. This 5-year agreement will begin on July 1st. Youth who want a voice in their city government are invited to apply to serve on next year's Durham Youth Commission.
The Durham Youth Commission is a group of youth in grades rising 9th through 12th who serve a 1-year term and are engaged in public service throughout the city of Durham, as well as learning about the governmental processes and how the city actually functions and works.
Members are able to take part in a variety of activities geared toward developing leadership skills and representing Durham's young people in city government.
Their responsibilities are to go out and actively become engaged in the city and in the communities by way of, we term it service learning, where we do projects. We support the Interfaith Food Shuttle. We support West Durham Baptist Church with their food distribution program. We provide service learning opportunities for seniors, which are inclusive of removal of yard debris. We mow the lawns, and so that's a way for them to also take pride in their city. But they also attend conferences with other state youth councils across the state and work on issues such as team building, communication, and they actually do projects there as well.
Interested youth are encouraged to download an application from DurhamTeenCenter.org.
The requirements for applying to be a member of the Durham Youth Commission are very simple. You simply have to be a rising 9th through 12th grader, be interested in public service and in governmental processes, have a strong interest, have a commitment, because it is a year-long commitment. That commitment begins in August and it ends in May, so you do have to serve a 1-year term.
Hard copies of the application are also available at the Durham Teen Center, through Durham Public Schools guidance counselors, and at the main library. All applications must be postmarked by Monday, May 6th. We've always been told not to play in the street, but what if, for one day at least, you and your kids have the chance to do just that? Find out how you can take advantage of these citywide events when City Hall This Week continues.
I'm Jeremy Call and I made suction tires. Wait, what? Wait. I used a rivet gun to connect the suction cups, and then I just connected it to the tire. I got the idea from an octopus because of the suction cups, and I don't know.
Anything's possible. Keep thinking. Get started on your invention at inventnow.org.
Welcome back. If you're ready to get out and celebrate the arrival of warm weather, why not do it in the middle of the street? That's right. The inaugural Bull City Play Streets event will be held on Saturday, May 4th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. During this time, East Main Street between Austin Avenue and Elm Street will be closed to traffic. The day will feature such physical activities as line dancing, jump roping, bike safety training, foursquare, hula hooping, and hopscotch, just to name a few. The city and county and Blue Cross Blue Shield won a $50,000 grant to create Bull City Play Streets. 4 additional events will be held at other locations throughout the spring and summer. For more information, visit the city's website. That does it for City Hall This Week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And of course, you can find us on demand on DTV8's webpage and on YouTube. I'm Amy Blalock. Thank you for joining us.